Are you kidding me? The guy asked for something spooky.
Is it a gun that sucks balls?
I'm the farting demon in this relationship.
I'd be an awesome rich person.
You're both just an embarrassment.
God, I'm awesome.
We're talking Tom Hanks and his vehicle.
Yeah, I had my finger in my mouth waiting for you to finish.
You gotta get 4 balls or something?
Like dick piercings?
No, you know damn well I'm fucking that demon.
Still sexy. How could that be close and not be
Yeah,
right?
just kill some random dude.
His wishes.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail. Necessary and appropriate backlash. On one side of the table, we have Chump Slap.
It came to me in a dream, and I forgot it in another dream.
And on the other side of the table is Dr. Syintist.
I'd like to recommend to our first timers our signature cocktail, Caribbean Paradise. Some people say it's better than busting a nut.
My name is Poppascotch, and as I always say, don't mess with me, you ice-crapping snow honkies. Welcome to Plotty Time. Nothing for the crevice again. I forgot. We're not supposed to just blow past the crevice because we're perfect. We're so consistently perfect that I'm just going to roll right into our favorite segment. What are we playing? What are we watching? What are we doing? And we'll start with you, Dr. Syintist. What's going on?
Well, playing stuff, watching stuff.
Doing stuff?
Cool.
Not really doing things.
Oh. Two out of three ain't bad.
Yeah.
Now, when you say that you're doing stuff, just not anything like interesting you want to share.
Well,
No, I mean nothing.
still breathing.
Ah, had a boy.
I watched the same shows I've been watching, like Hawkeye, Discovery, and blah, blah, blah. They're still
Yeah,
good.
those damn weeklies.
Yep. Yeah, I know. Fucking garbage. What are we in the 2000s?
We've evolved past this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, we'll do a whole podcast about that later. I watched a couple of movies.
Okay.
I watched one called Light from Light.
Light from light.
Yeah. The description made it sound a lot better than what it turned out to be. It was like Jim Gaffigan plays this guy and his wife dies.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Oh, yeah,
It's a
I heard
nonstop
about
comedy rock. And then this like single mom is like a medium that's trying to investigate and he thinks he's haunted and she goes to investigate. I thought it was going to be more scary than it was, and it turned out it's like a
comedy.
like a drama comedy thing. Not a comedy, it's like serious and no, like I expected like ghost horror kind of crap, but nothing to happen like that. It was still decent though, but not what I expected from the description. And Jim Gaffigan's always good.
Yeah, all right. I guess.
Sure.
I can't think of anything bad he did. And I don't know if I got this from one of you guys, but I watched a movie called Cam.
Cam.
C-A-M.
Is that the one with the cam girl?
Yeah, the Cam girl, and she wakes up one day and
Just like a doppelganger.
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly
Yeah,
like
I
her.
liked that.
I liked it too. It was really different, except for the ending. The ending could have been better.
Yes.
That's true.
but
But
the rest
you
of it
know,
was decent.
Yeah, check it
it
out.
wasn't a waste of my time like several movies lately have been.
Yes, very much.
Put it
so.
that way.
You said it, brother.
Thanks.
And I watched the new Rock Ryan Reynolds romp, Red Notice, that's on Netflix.
Is that like a sequel to Red?
I don't think so. Was that a movie that they were in called Red?
They weren't in it,
Oh.
but
No, Ryan Reynolds is an art thief. Rock is like a FBI profiler.
classic rock roll.
Yeah, and
Yep.
then The Rock gets kind of like framed to be in it, and he goes to prison with Ryan Reynolds, and they have to try and do this. It's kind of like art heisty comedy type thing.
Yeah, I like those actors. Was it decent?
It was decent enough. Gal Gadot's in it too. She's all right.
Definitely worth a watch.
Yeah, I'd watch it.
Cool.
And I just liked it because I saw that one promo where they're like in a bull ring, and Ryan Reynolds is like, "If you don't move, they can't see you." And he's like, "That's Jurassic Park." And he's like, "No, I saw this Richard Attenborough movie." He's like, "No, they're talking about something Attenborough who was in Jurassic Park." He's like, "No." He's like, "Let me ask you, was Jeff Goldblum in it?" He's like, "Oh my God, that was Jurassic Park."
Nice. Was
right.
Jeff Goldblum in it?
All right, sounds good. I'll watch it.
What did I play? I played some more Overland. I upped the
Still going with
difficulty,
it, okay.
and now I can't really do anything. Like, it's a completely different play style.
Oh, really?
Well, if you play on normal, if you're sitting in your car in the game, the bad guys can't hit you.
Mm-hmm.
If you up the difficulty, they can, and it only takes 2 hits from an enemy to destroy your car.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's the difficulty for
Yeah.
you.
How do you feel about it?
I don't feel like I have the time to get good enough and be patient enough to play that.
Get good.
Yeah, get good.
So you don't necessarily dislike the fact that they did it or how they did it. It's just,
Yeah,
ooh,
I mean,
this is going to be a time investment for me to get past this.
I could always play it on easier mode and not worry about it.
But you
But-
wanted to try something.
Yeah, I wanted to try the harder.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Maybe I'll play that a little bit more. But I also started the Chump Slap favorite Superliminal.
Nice.
Cool.
I just started. I got a maybe second level or whatever.
Yeah, puzzles haven't gotten that ridiculous
No.
yet.
But it is kind of cool. I like how it works.
Yeah.
I played through it and then I looked at the trophies. I'm like, man, I missed a whole bunch of stuff in the first level.
Yeah, I didn't even know there were constellations till I looked at the trophies.
Yeah, I didn't know there was constellations. I didn't know there was chess pieces. I didn't know there was what else is there? Blueprints.
Yeah.
I only played 2 levels, so I didn't even come across anything like that. So
Is that the one you were talking about where it's like a perspective shift type
Yeah.
game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
it is kind of cool. You can make stuff bigger or smaller.
Real Portal-y vibes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of reminded me of, I can't remember what the name of the game was, Quantum something. It was a game kind of like Portal, but it had the funny things and you could
I don't
do
know.
various things. It was an indie game. I don't remember exactly what it's called. I'll try and look it up. While Poppascotch is telling us what he's doing.
Oh, I was trying to figure out what that quantum game was because I know exactly what you're talking about. With the theme song that was super catchy.
Yeah.
Then I flip a switch and Fluffy is that one. The
I think
one
so.
written from the. I didn't know that song was written by the guy from Presidents of the United States of America.
They're still
Oh,
alive.
man, that brings me back.
I know, right? When was the last time you heard
Wow.
about them?
I kind of want to listen to Lump now.
Man, I was obsessed with that first record with Peaches and Lump.
Yeah. I like the... Oh, fuck.
They had another
Bullweevil.
song?
Bullweevil, man.
Bull Weevil. Oh my god. Wow. Everybody go listen to the band The Presidents of the United States of America. That's amazing. All right, what did I do? This is gonna surprise you, but I played a little bit of chill.
No.
Just plugging away at that Be a Pro mode. I'm like skipping every 5 games or something like that, and then scoring 15 goals and then skipping 5 more games. Because I'm not gonna do the career point total.
Yeah,
I'm not doing that. I might just
That's why even
sim
do
it
anything, huh?
and see if it happens. But for the most part, I'm not going to be doing that. And so all I need to do is win the cup and the Calder. And I have, I think, 90 points more than the next Calder candidate.
It's a close one.
And I'm like, I don't think the season's half over. It's pretty, yeah. I score like 15 goals a game and then just go to the next one.
Well, it sounds like you might be able to get the career goals pretty easily.
I mean, I could do it and it wouldn't be difficult.
How long would it take?
We did this math too many
Yeah.
times already.
Yeah, this is like the 4th year they've had it. It would be, I'd probably have to play just that game till the next version comes out.
Yeah, it's
I think I could do it by like next summer. If I just focused everything on that, all of my free time on that, yeah, probably by next summer I think I could.
consider it a challenge.
Fuck that. There's no way in hell. Because I think if you did it 10 goals a game, it still would take whatever.
Yeah.
But let's not figure it out again.
No, we're good.
All right, fine. Let's move past it. So I also played more Call of Duty, but not zombies. I got all the...
Multiplayer.
No, I got all the single-player campaign trophies for Cold War so I could delete the campaign.
Nice.
So now I got to get the 2 remaining single-player ones for Vanguard, and I'll have that platinum.
Nice.
Next Saturday, I actually have a free day, so I'm thinking about just going for
Just
either
numbing
Vanguard and
everything.
getting
Yeah.
it done.
Super nerd day, bro.
Super Nerd Day. I also have to do... I just can't sit there with Resident Evil Village 1 trophy away.
I see that that's for $15 now on sale.
Yeah. I hear it's worth it.
It's definitely worth $15
almost
for
got it,
sure.
But I've seen so many people play it. Quick update. The game was called Quantum Conundrum.
That's it.
Yeah.
And it was made by the lead designer of Portal. And you could switch dimensions between like a fluffy dimension and a heavy dimension and
Interesting.
slow dimension.
That was a fun game.
It was. Yes. Superliminal was a lot like that, puzzly wise. Anyway, back to your normal
Does it
program.
have as much like character as Quantum Conundrum had?
Differently?
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely good.
So yeah, and then I that's all I really played this week. Didn't get into much other. It was one of those weeks where you're busy and you have some downtime and you have some time to yourself, but it's like a half hour, or
Yeah.
like 45 minutes. You just don't have enough time to do like a real session.
You're rather like, I'd rather take a half hour dump and just sit there for
Yeah, exactly. Or like, well, I got to finish this thing, so I might as well just do that.
I don't
Because if
start
I get
a
into a
session
game,
unless I have like 3-4 hours free.
oh man, that'd be amazing. If I didn't sleep, I could get a lot of gaming done.
Oh yeah.
So,
Or if you slept
What
for
a-
a job.
so what did I watch? I finally, I don't know if you guys even remember this, but I was telling you I had like 15 minutes of Squid Game to finish. Finally finished
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Well, that was like weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was like at least 2 weeks ago. At least, probably more.
So how much did you not like the ending there? Or did you like it?
I
Leading the witness.
Yeah. Objection.
I don't think I hated it, but I certainly didn't like it. Like, I see how they're kind of setting things up for the second season, but I don't know how you could do a second season that looks anything at all like the first season. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, there was this, the game is over, this guy won, which I guess is a spoiler, but not really, because that was the point of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone has to win.
Someone's going to win.
I
So
didn't,
the guy,
I didn't even watch
you
it.
know,
I know who's going to win.
Yeah, the guy won, and now they're setting it up as if, I guess, spoiler alert, in case you haven't watched Squid Game. Mild spoiler alert, but I guess he's going to, like, go after the people that run the game.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, because the main brain behind the whole thing is dead.
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense.
So why
Especially
bother?
because they had the ending all nice and wrapped up, and then, he decides to go for it.
Yeah, I feel like they wrapped it all up nicely in a little package, and then there was 2 more scenes that said, oh yeah, there'll definitely be a second season. Like, they originally didn't shoot those 2 scenes, you know what I mean?
Yes, yeah, that's exactly how I felt.
They're like, shit,
tacked
this is
on.
catching on. Let's
Yeah.
we got to do something for season 2 because we ended it too nicely, and then there we go. But overall, I think it was good. I'm glad I watched it. I thought it was a lot like Battle Royale style.
Yeah, exactly.
Still decent. Speaking of other shows that are decent, I watched a good half of the last season of Big Mouth,
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
which is still great. It's still great.
Yeah, it's still a bunch of great writers and actors. So.
Yeah, for sure. Go check that. Check out Big Mouth if you haven't. It's filthy and gross and very funny. And then I got through even more Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah? Where are you at now?
Ooh.
I'm about, or just about, I think just about halfway through season 4.
I'm still, I think 1 episode away from the end of season 3.
How many seasons are there?
8.
Jeez, forget it. I won't even think this.
Dude.
That.
There's 8 seasons, and I think they're all 10 episodes,
Yeah.
or maybe like 12 at the most.
And
for
they're
some of them.
hour-long episodes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like 3.5 seasons of Supernatural.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
thank
exactly. I'm like, this ain't shit. I'll do this impaired. Like, this is nothing. She's like, do you want to watch another episode? I'm like, we already watched 4. Like, I'm good for at least 8 today. Like, you might as well. I am ready to get, I don't want to say it because I don't want to go right into it because I still have so much TV to catch up, but I'm ready for another long-ass series.
you. All right.
Maybe I'll watch The Shield again or something.
Oh, shit. I haven't seen that in forever.
I know, and it was good. I mean, it was
liked it.
trash. It was like trashy. It wasn't trash.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
trashy, but it was good. I loved it. And love Walton Goggins. Anyway,
Hell yeah.
so yeah, Game of Thrones so far, I'm still of the mindset where I understand it's a lore. I understand why people would be fans of it. I understand why people would love talking about it, but I can't wrap my head around how something this trashy was like a global phenomenon.
That's me too. And like,
I just don't get that
I
part.
don't know what brings people back every week. What brought people back? Because most of the
No, it's-
characters are just assholes.
Everyone's a scheming asshole.
Yeah. Like no
And-
one's really likable.
No, there's no one who. No, you feel bad for like 2 or 3 characters.
Yeah. Besides like Arya and Daenerys, I really didn't like anybody.
Yeah, I like Daenerys, but I'm starting to not like her. Arya I like, and this could be spoilers for future seasons, like I could eat these words, but Sansa, I'm fine with, but for the
I
most
can't
part,
stand her.
she's mostly been like I'm still, by the way, I'm on season 4. She's still been sidelined for pretty much the entire series. Like, all the shit went down and she was in the wrong place. Like, that's her whole character arc. And then she suffers.
Like every time someone dies, I'm like, oh, I'm so glad that person's dead.
Every time someone dies, like, I went into this series just, because of things you pick up, because you pay attention to pop
Yeah.
culture.
Oh yeah, there's so many things I knew ahead of time.
Yeah, and that I think it might have been more fun if I didn't know any of that, but I knew going in that, like, everyone keep telling me everyone you love is going to die. I'm like, okay, well then Now I'm just expecting every single character to die every episode.
I'm still waiting for someone to love.
Oh.
I want somebody to love.
Nice segue into Song Hour. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I want to get. I've got a bunch of games in plastic ready to play, but I can't let this aggression stand. I got to finish these 2 games.
All right, dude.
Fucking done. Anyway, so that was me. What about you there, Sir Chump Slap? What are you playing, watching, doing? What's going on with you?
Well, I thank you for asking, sir. I still been playing Last of Us 2.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. I think I'm pretty far.
If you ever wondered where you are, do it in my trick and go look at the trophies. But there's
I just got the trophy. The last trophy I got was all the field manuals.
Well,
so I figure
I think the first Last of Us didn't have story trophies.
I don't think this one does.
No, I think it had to.
I think just
It
for
had
beating
to.
the game, I don't think it had any like.
Oh, fair enough. Like, as you went on.
Yeah,
type.
yeah.
I don't know about this one. But yeah, I don't know. I have to be pretty far. It's catching up to itself. You know what I mean?
Oh, is there an intermediate Ross in the beginning?
Well,
That's a tough question. Like,
you know how you play, and then that story kind of comes to a, oh my God, and then you just play the other person.
Okay.
yeah, it's almost, think of it more like a TV show. You know how like a TV show will have an episode that follows just 2 characters? It's kind of like that. Like, that's how they jump around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm catching up to where that oh my God moment was.
Where? Oh, okay. So you're playing as the other character
Yeah, I just
and going
got
through her thing.
dude that fucking when she takes the bridges across the skyscrapers.
In
Yeah.
Seattle?
Yeah, you don't remember that? That would have been
Oh, I remember that.
I didn't play the game.
that would have been scary as shit.
Yeah, with the wind going and the
Yeah.
derelict building.
There's
like
no way
that,
I would have
would-
made it. No,
No,
fucking
not in
way.
a billion years. I like to think to myself, like, this won't be hard. And then I'd get up there with the wind blowing. Like, no, dog.
Yeah,
A dog,
'Cause-
A.
I'm not afraid of heights as long as I'm safe.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if I'm in a tall building, I'm like, well, this thing isn't going to fall down. I'm fine.
hmm
Isn't that being afraid of heights?
No, like if you're walking across a fucking 2x4, like 30 floors up, that's doesn't matter who you are. You're gonna be scared.
Yeah, it's different than, like, being on a ladder and being like,
Yeah, exactly. But I am afraid of heights.
I've never seen either of you on a ladder.
Yeah, and you won't.
I was on a ladder today. I was out there putting up fucking Christmas lights. Merry fucking Christmas, everybody, by the way. It's December 23rd.
Woo! It's Festivus for the
Go
rest
out and
of
take
us.
your hanky, Mr. Hanky Poos or whatever.
So
Yeah.
we just came up with Christmas, Festivus, and Mr. Hanky's holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't you gotta cover
I'm
them
fine
all?
with
All denominations are welcome here.
Absolutely. Plottytime does not discriminate unless you like stealth games. Then we might have a problem.
Yeah,
But anyway,
then it's weird.
what else you got?
Yeah, I watched a couple things.
Oh, yeah?
I watched the first couple episodes of the new Sunny. You guys,
Oh, that's out now?
there's 4 episodes out at this as of this time.
All right.
I've seen 3.
Is it good?
It's still good.
I don't think it's ever bad. I didn't like the one where they bought the roller ring.
See, a lot of people are saying that.
They were. I was reading a review where they said it was the worst episode of Sunny, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think it was the worst.
No, I love the starter jacket, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
That
yeah.
was so
absolutely.
98.
Everything about Mac and Charlie in that episode was fantastic. I just
Yeah.
didn't like the Dennis and Dee story.
Oh yeah, that was pretty stupid. But I mean,
yeah, Mac and Charlie fucking selling drugs in the parking lot of the roller rink. Fantastic.
good times. And I watched a couple movies I'll talk about. Nothing slappy. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Watched End of Days with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, that's a fucking great movie.
Hell yeah, it's for like the holidays. You know, it happens on New Year's Eve.
Is it? I don't have any kind of list of New
Wasn't
Year's
it
Eve
on New
movies.
Year's Eve?
Yeah. Isn't it? Because that's when the world's supposed to end.
Yeah, it's 2000. It was
Yeah.
90. Yeah, it was Y2K was being talked about a lot in the movie. It's great.
Who was his partner? Kevin Pollak?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh God, that's a great movie. I gotta watch that again.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I didn't remember from the last time.
Yeah,
I saw it.
I barely remember what happened in it. I forgot he was in it, actually.
Yeah, it's about some.
I think doesn't he like beat the devil with bullets or something like that? I don't know.
he
I don't-
definitely
it's been
fights
a
the
while.
devil,
Yes, I remember the devil was the bad guy.
and he has to stop the devil.
You know which
from,
movie I want to watch again? Constantine.
Constantine's classic.
Yeah, has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
No, but he's trying to stop
No,
the
no.
devil from, I don't know, impregnating some woman.
Yeah.
Or some shit.
Isn't that played by
I don't know her name.
I'm thinking it's Rachel Weisz, but maybe it isn't.
I don't know.
I'll look it up.
Doesn't matter. But it's a good movie. Go check it out. I watched this movie called Encounter with Riz Ahmed.
Oh, is that a new one? The space
It
one?
just came out on Amazon. And
Is it a space one?
Oh, listen to this.
Okay.
Like the description was a father tries to protect his children from an alien invasion of like these aliens, insects. They turn into insects and insects bite people and then they turn into kind of like zombies or whatever. Mm-hmm. And that's what the movie is for the first 40 minutes. And then it fucking just pulls a 180 and it's a totally different movie.
Good different or bad different?
In my opinion, it's bad different, but I mean, it just gets rid of all this sci-fi alien shit, which I signed on for.
Right, that's what you came here for.
Yeah.
I think I
it turns into
started
like
it
a mental health thing.
I think I started it and turned it off.
Yeah, you don't want to finish it. It was no. I mean, I love Riz Ahmed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's fantastic.
So I was like, all right, I'll give it a chance because it sounded cool. And then he has to play some serious shit. You know him.
Yeah. Robin Tunney was the
okay.
lead in End of Days, by the way.
Okay.
And
who played the devil?
she was from The Craft. The devil was what was his name? Gabriel Byrne?
Yeah, I don't remember his name, but he was familiar.
Byrne. He was in like Usual Suspects. He was in a bunch of stuff around there.
Yeah.
And CCH Pounder's in it too, in case you
Ooh,
needed another
of
reason to
course.
watch End of Days. Always fucking great.
Yeah, so I don't know. Encounter
Don't ring the boat.
I don't think it's worth it.
What was the show he did
Who?
that was on HBO about him like getting falsely accused of murder?
Oh, that was such a good
that
good
was.
show.
End of Night or something weird like that.
Yeah.
I also forget
One
that he's
Night?
in.
One Night.
How could you forget his greatest movie of all time, though?
Oh, yeah. 5 Lions.
4 Lions.
4 Lions.
Yeah, he was in The Night of.
The Night of, yeah.
That's it, yeah.
And that was fucking phenomenal. But yeah, I keep forgetting. I was just gonna say I keep forgetting he came out like he busted out during 4 Lions.
Yeah.
Which is
Everybody
fucking
who
great.
listens should go watch
Yeah.
that movie.
If you haven't seen that movie, go watch it. It's so good.
That's where my quote was from last week.
Nice.
Yeah, where he's like, "No, it's not, I'm not confused. I took a picture of my face, and it's not my confused face."
I need to watch that again. That's such a good movie.
It is so good.
It's been a while, but yeah, that's a good one.
And he was the bad guy in the first Venom movie.
Oh, was he?
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Maybe I do have to watch that.
I don't remember him in Nightcrawler.
Yeah, he was the protege.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, he was really good in that, too.
Yeah, we just keep busting out these awesome...
I know. He's up there, man. He's like one of the best actors.
Our opening talk should just be figuring out which actor we're going to talk about this week.
There
Well,
you
the
go.
last movie I watched, it was getting in the Christmas spirit. Black Friday.
I thought you were going to say Scrooged.
No,
Oh, how was Black Friday? I didn't get a chance to watch that yet.
don't waste your time.
Damn it! Really? I was really excited for that.
What happens?
Well, I mean, it's okay. It's about an alien virus that attacks people on Black Friday, and it's about this one toy store and the workers.
It's got Devin Sawa in it.
Yeah, one of them gets attacked and yada yada. But
Michael
Bruce
Jai White,
Campbell's in
Bruce
it.
Campbell. Damn, that's a shame. I'm probably still gonna watch it, but
oh yeah, you'd think it's okay, but it's
what does that mean? didn't slap enough for you?
no, I don't know.
I
It
definitely
just-
doesn't look like something I would like. That's what I'm thinking.
It was okay, but it wasn't great. So I didn't really watch anything that great this week.
It's
Well, that's a
sad
bummer.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, well, Last of Us 2. I'm almost done with it, I hope.
All right, well then let's move into video game news / stuff. I was going to splice in the bumper you guys made next week, or the one you made last week.
Yeah.
That was perfect.
Oh, you should anyway.
Yeah, you can just cover over that. Who cares?
I'll just put it in right now.
What's the news? Tell me what's happening. What's the news? Tell me what's happening. What's the news? Tell me what's happening. Tell me what's happening. Bang. Ooh. Like
and we're
that.
back. So here's the new. Yeah, we're doing audio tricks. It's fun times. Any hoodles. We have a ton of news because the Video Game Awards happened, and we're gonna talk about the stuff that was announced, and we're gonna end it up with the actual awards, who won what, and discuss.
All right, bring it on.
So we've got the first piece of news. Monolith Productions, who you guys may remember as the company that made the Fear games.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They're making a Wonder Woman game.
Enough with these fucking superhero games, man.
I know. They're big money makers. I mean,
I know. I can't fault them for it.
people are going to buy them. There was no gameplay. It was just an announcement and like a sizzle trailer with like, a teaser that has Wonder Woman and a voiceover. But people are guessing that it's going to be a third-person melee combat type game.
Should be like a Tomb Raider.
Maybe. I mean, if it's
Or
good,
God
I'll
of
play it.
War.
Yeah, God of War. She gets the Chaos Blades.
I would like to see like a self-contained 10 to 15 hour single player story. I don't want to see a massive multiplayer online experience.
I hear that, man.
Just tell a story and get out.
That's what I'm saying.
Speaking of telling a story and getting out, Alan Wake 2 was also announced.
Oh.
Wow. I mean, everybody saw that coming.
Yeah. That follows the Control. Alan Wake.
11 years since the first Alan Wake came
That's
out.
not as far back as I expected.
And I still haven't played it. I purchased it, the PS5 remake. Not the remake, but you know what I mean, the remaster.
Yeah.
And I still haven't played it. It looks like something that's up my alley, but I have plenty of time because we're not going to hear shit about Alan Wake 2 until we get more news in summer 2023.
Oh, why even fucking tell us that?
Yeah.
They announced it. It's coming.
yeah.
But I mean, anybody who played the Control DLC knew that was coming.
Yeah.
It basically ruined Control.
Oh, yeah. There's a new Call of Duty coming out next year.
And guess what? One in 2023, too. Made by a different company.
Crazy.
Now, there's also another game that was announced with a terrible name, which I think might be a joke, but everyone's being very serious about it, so I honestly don't know. But the creator of Silent Hill is coming out with a new game called, and I swear to God this is the name, Slitterhead. Slitterhead.
One word?
It sounds like a bad 80s horror movie.
It's very, it is one word, Slitterhead, as if that's a noun.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very grindhouse, very shit. It looks, honestly, the monsters look a lot like Dead Space.
Oh, okay.
Like
No, they're Slitterheads, man.
It's true. They are You're really leaning into Slitterhead, huh?
It's a good one.
There was no gameplay, just a sizzle reel and stuff like that. I don't know when it's going to come out, but it looks more like an action game than like a Silent Hill survival horror type. And the soundtrack has a lot of butt rock, so it could go either way.
Butt rock?
Yeah, just butt rock.
Cool.
Do you guys know the term? You guys don't know the term butt rock? It's just like whatever generic rock music they play during battle scenes in movies or TV.
Oh, okay.
It's just generic whatever bullshit.
Oh, butt rock.
Oh,
Yes.
With two T's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
It's two
And then
words.
in the last piece of news before we get into the actual game awards, a new Sonic the Hedgehog game got announced called Sonic Frontiers.
Is it 2D?
No, it is an
Fuck it.
open world Sonic game that looks a lot like Breath of the Wild. A lot of people are comparing it to Breath of the Wild.
But, okay, whatever.
I mean, a lot of people are saying, like, I don't know, maybe. That's pretty much the critic consensus. Who's like,
I think that's the same thing about every game, though.
Yeah.
yeah, but everyone's like, Sonic. I mean, God bless Sonic, who had his moment in time.
Yeah.
But like, we're still doing Sonic games, and then they made the movie and it was popular, and everyone's like, I guess they want another game. It's like no one said anything about
Yeah.
another game.
Seriously.
Well, they had that fan-made one that was pretty good. Sonic Mania.
Yeah, I didn't like it. Controls felt off.
It controls did feel off, but I think it's just from,
Just the port.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's supposed to come out in late 2022, so we might be talking about it as Game of the Year next year. Who knows? I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, we don't know.
So now the Game Awards.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys hear anything about who won, who did what
No,
happened?
I usually ignore it because it's whoever pays the most.
Whoa.
See, you'd think that, but no, it did happen this year. Never mind. So Game of the Year, and this is the only one I'm going to read all the finalists.
I would take a guess, but I can't remember any games that were out this year.
All right, I will throw the six games at you. You tell me what you think it is.
All right.
We've got Deathloop, It Takes Two, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, or Resident Evil Village.
It'd be
I'm
Village,
I'm
but
going
it
with
should be Psychonauts.
Deathloop, because it's the only one that's not a fucking sequel.
Yeah, but Psychonauts was so good.
No, it's definitely Deathloop.
The Game of the Year winner, It Takes Two.
Oh, that's not a sequel either. Damn it.
Well, that is the one they stole from. They'll lose all their money.
They're not going to lose.
My 2 copies of the game did come in, by the way. I know you guys were wondering.
Nice.
Yeah. So
I
I
hope
have 2
they-
PS4 hard copies, keeping them in that cellophane, son.
I hope they win the lawsuit and it doesn't change.
I know, right? Then 40 years from now, they're worth 99 cents.
Yeah.
At least your grandkids will have something.
Oh, boy. So then, best game direction. I'm just going to read these off for you. Deathloop won best game direction. I don't know why that's different than Game of the Year, I guess.
I don't know.
Direction, and it's like director and movie of the year. I mean, it's kind of.
Yeah, he can only direct his. Yeah, I get it.
I'm guessing none of these are going to be games any of us played.
I have Deathloop. I have not played it yet.
Fair.
I also have It Takes Two. I have not played it yet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have Ratchet and Clank yet. Haven't played it yet, though. I have played Resident Evil Village. So one of those I played.
Haha.
Between all of us, we played one of the games. Best ongoing game, which is, like subscription-based, like Call of Duty Warzone was nominated, but the winner was Final Fantasy XIV.
Yeah, I hear that's fun.
Yeah, if you like MMOs.
If you're into that.
Best indie and best debut indie were both taken by Kenna Bridge of Spirits.
Okay.
Best narrative? This was a surprise. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Ooh.
What?
Yeah.
Best narrative.
Maybe we got to do that one.
I also have that and have not played it. Best VR/AR game, Resident Evil 4, which I think is kind of cheap, but okay.
Yeah.
Best action is Returnal.
Mm-hmm.
Best action adventure, though, totally different thing, Metroid Dread.
Yeah, last year sounds like a shit year for games.
Yeah, there had to have been a better action adventure game.
It had to be like pandemic blowback, right? That just pushed
Had
it.
to be.
They actually have a trophy for most anticipated. It was Elden Ring. These games aren't even God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, sequel to whatever. It actually says here, sequel to The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild.
Hype.
And Starfield.
I am looking forward to Elden Ring, so they got that right.
Man, how do you even justify having a most anticipated category?
It's all it is it's a PR event for those games. It's nothing else.
Seeing who has the best pre-release advertisements. Word of mouth.
I want to look up and see if last year most anticipated was Cyberpunk.
Has to be, right?
Ooh, unless it was the year before, because it came out in December.
I don't know.
I'm looking it up. This is fantastic. Why would you have that as most anticipated was also Elden Ring?
Last year?
Yeah, last year in 2020.
Oh, great. Whatever. Let's just move on.
No, wait. I want to see if Cyberpunk's in 2019. Then we'll move on, because this is good podcasting that everyone wants to hear.
Oh, I want to know now.
Oh, did they not have the category in this year? In 2019, they didn't have the category?
No,
Doesn't
Elden
look
Ring
like it.
paid for it. Most anticipated game brought to you by Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, what's Elden Ring? Don't worry about it.
You'll
Here,
love it.
get hyped for it. It won an award.
Anyway, that does it for video game news / stuff.
Thank God.
So how about we get to the game this week? How does that sound?
Yeah, let's fucking get into it, dude.
Because I think, and I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I think finally I picked a game that's not trash.
Well, I think you did all right, son.
This could be the first in 3 years.
Well, as everyone knows, this is the game where we ask the question, is it fine to beat the shit out of developmentally disabled people in an asylum as long as you're rich? The answer is yes.
It sure is.
And it's fun.
And you don't kill
Obviously,
anybody.
and it's fun. Obviously, we're talking about Batman Arkham Asylum.
Ooh, scary.
It was released August 25th, 2009. Number one song in America? Any guesses?
Pharrell, Happy.
You might as well try it every time.
Yep.
Yeah, might as well. I Got a Feeling by the Black Eyed Peas.
I got a feeling.
Was that the year they did that shitty Super Bowl?
Maybe?
I don't believe.
That might have been
I did not look that up. I'm going to say yes. Yes, it was.
Okay.
100%.
Sure.
Number one movie, this one I didn't see coming. The Final Destination.
The final.
The final, yeah. The final destination.
I like the penultimate destination.
The Penultimate Destination.
Is that 5?
I don't know. I just-
And this day in history, flash back to 1922, where we had the highest scoring Major League Baseball game ever, where the Cubs beat the Phillies 26-23.
No, that has to be beaten already.
no.
Nope, it is not. 49 fucking runs? That's
Well,
ridiculous.
didn't the Mariners play that one game where they were up by like 20 runs and then
I
lost?
don't remember. Maybe. If it was a team, it'd be the Mariners that did that.
It was
Yeah.
when they had that awesome bullpen too, and their bullpen gave up 20 runs.
Well, maybe it was 20-0, and it got
Kazazaki was
to
their closer.
only 41 points.
I'll have to look up biggest comeback. Anyway, this game was released for PS3, Xbox 360, and PC.
I think that comeback was beaten, but
Developed by Rocksteady Studios, published by Warner Brothers Interactive. It's an action game, puzzle sort of platformer adventure, written by Paul Dini, who also wrote a lot of the Batman DC comics of this era.
Oh, that's
So they
good
went to
know.
the source, got the guy that did the comics, and said, write this game for us.
Yeah, that's a good way to go.
Can't go wrong, right? I mean, if people love the Batman arcs that he wrote, why not?
Yeah, exactly.
I picked it this week, so should I just get into it? You guys just want
Yeah, let's go.
to hear about it? Should we get moving?
Let's do.
I'm probably gonna edit in a lot of that Game Awards talk. I'm just gonna edit that out. So, you play as a lesser-known DC character, Batman.
never heard of them.
Nice. I thought it was Bateman.
This game actually takes place, or was released, I should say, 4 years after Batman Begins, and I believe it was after what was the Dark Knight, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
So this is like peak Batman Renaissance,
Yeah.
and people were into it. I was into this game. I think have we all played it?
I played it.
Yeah. I played it.
Yeah.
Ooh, a rare 3-bagger.
I know, right?
Yeah, but it's not often that all three of us have played it. I love the game. It will probably be reflected in my score. I love the fact that it was a beat 'em up, but if you didn't care about learning the moves, you could just button mash your way through it.
Yep.
They sure could.
But if you wanted to learn the moves, you would be dominant.
Yeah, for real.
Still love using the grapple to pull people to you.
Oh, yeah, and then throw a fucking boomerang in their face. Or no, you throw the boomerang, disorient them, then grapple them towards you, then jump over them and kick them in the back like a real hero. So, anywhoodles, you start playing as Batman. You're dropping off the Joker after he invaded City Hall and held the mayor hostage. So we didn't see any of that. That's just we heard that happened.
Mhm.
You take the Joker, you drop him off at Arkham Asylum. Allegedly, he had escaped from Arkham Asylum at some point before this. There was also a mention that Joker says, where I didn't catch this the first time, or maybe I caught it and forgot, but he mentioned that there was a fire at Blackgate Prison, which led to hundreds of his guys getting sent to Arkham because it was the only other facility.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't remember that part, but I was like, oh, that's just
Yeah, it makes sense
small
now.
detail, yeah.
It explains why there's so many Joker minions.
Yes.
And why there's so
Hanging
many
around.
criminals at a
That's where they
asylum.
keep them.
Yeah, exactly. And, well, to the criminals thing, but that's also where they keep them, I guess. But I really like this intro, the perp walk and the credit sequence and the Joker talking shit.
Yeah, Batman's like, something's fishy.
Yeah, he's not digging it from the get.
Yeah, he's not convinced. He's like, this was too easy. Like, for the Joker, this was way too easy.
He-
And we find out very quickly it's a trap, and the Joker breaks loose, and Harley Quinn unlocks him from the control room. And guess what?
What?
He takes over the asylum.
Whoa.
Is
They didn't
there-
show us how Harley got into the control room, because that's the least. I don't understand it.
No, that's a big piece of the puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
Think she was there the whole time.
Well, isn't Harley's story that she used to be a psychiatrist
Yeah.
that worked with the Joker and became like obsessed with him?
Something like that.
Yeah, you're right.
So she might have an idea of the building layout.
She's a prisoner there, isn't she?
Apparently
I
not.
don't know if she was a prisoner and then got out or what happened.
This was all set up while the Joker was distracting them at the mayor's place.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. So the first stop is basically chaos happened and right now, the goal is to just restore order. As you go on, there's different goals that kind of come up, and I thought the game did a great job of making that feel natural.
Yeah.
There were very few parts of this game where I felt like they were just forcing it down my throat to do another sequence.
Yeah, I hear that.
So like the opposite of the Call of Duty games. So you start by taking down Victor Zsasz. He has a guard hostage, and this is kind of like the tutorial on how to take someone down.
Mm-hmm.
And then Harley comes up on one of the millions of Asylum television screens that exist for some reason. And she shows Batman that she's got the Warden.
No, not Sharpie.
And the Asylum is totally under their control.
Nice.
As you continue on, you find the Joker. You throw a batarang at him, but he's like, whoa, hey, Joker. And then he unleashes some kind of monster test subject guy that you don't really understand why that's happening. We figure it out later.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Joker escapes because Batman won't throw a batarang at him because it could probably kill him by knocking him off this structure, this cage he was holding on to.
Yes.
And he's like, you won't do it, you coward. And isn't the Joker, what's his name in this?
Mark Hamill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Batman's Kevin Conroy.
He does a really good job in it.
Oh, he's great. Like, the voice acting's great because most of the actors they got for this were the same ones from the cartoons.
Yeah.
They're just like, I've been doing this for years. Let's do this character. This is great. Which I thought was a great idea and really helped out the whole narrative of the thing.
True.
So now you find that Gordon's been taken and you're following his trail. It turns out that there was a guard who you trusted to help you out by the name of Frank Bowles.
Not Ballsy.
Bowlesy. Piece of shit. He ends up capturing Gordon, turning on you. And you start speaking with Oracle, Barbara, Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We know who Oracle is? Do we need to?
No.
She's like the voice in your ear that's helping you out.
Yeah. The Mish's daughter.
The Mish.
The Mish. That was what you refer to Gordon as? The Mish?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm going to do it. So the Mish has been captured. And now you need to go rescue him. So Harley blows up this elevator. You can't follow her, and you climb up because, you're fucking Batman. You have a grappling hook.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, you do.
Then it turns out the henchman killed Bowles.
Oh, because,
Who would have thought?
Yeah, well, according to Batman, he outlived his usefulness.
Yeah.
Oh, they just murdered him. They couldn't possibly get anything else out of the guy.
Yeah, seriously.
So they killed him.
Yeah, when this was happening, it reminded me of the beginning of the fucking Dark Knight movie when they're just killing the guys. Like, they're only going to split their money 3 ways, and he just kills a random dude.
Yeah.
It's like, after this, I'm supposed to kill the bus driver. It's like, oh, I'm supposed to kill the safe guy. What? Bam.
Who's the bus driver?
After Bowles is killed, you escape from intensive treatment, and you get to the main island and the Arkham Mansion.
Ooh.
Why is the mansion on the same island with the asylum?
I assume that's where the guy Arkham lived.
Yeah, I assume they built the mansion on the island and then years later turned it into an asylum and just kept the mansion there.
Yeah, the mansion sounds like the administrative place.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. It's like the admin offices and whatever.
That makes sense. Why call it a mansion then?
Because that's what it was.
It's not what it is now.
Mm.
It was.
Well, maybe they like history. I don't know. Who gives
All
a
right,
shit?
fine. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna get mad about
gives a
this.
shit, Chump Slap.
Fucking Jesus.
Jesus doesn't care.
Continue.
Jesus. Okay, I will. You reach your car, the Batmobile that you rode in on. You pick up the explosive gel, and you start checking for clues.
After you beat everybody trying to punch your car.
Yeah.
After you find the clues, you find that Gordon had to be around because you could see his tobacco that leads you to the medical facility.
With your bat vision.
Yeah. It's very smart.
Yeah, that's what I liked about the game, too. There was a bunch of different puzzles thrown in here, which maybe weren't the most difficult things in the world, but it was enough to break up the tension and send you to the next place.
Yeah, exactly.
And
he's
this whole
he's
could have been
supposedly
avoided.
the world's greatest detective. Why not have him detect in some scenes,
True.
I mean, Joker's minions could have taken some of the tobacco and spit all over the place, and he would have been lost.
That's true.
That's a good point.
Joker's minions aren't known to be smart, though.
Yeah, but the Joker kind of is.
No, I get what you're saying,
Kind of.
but it's funny how, real life cops, detectives, they hit dead ends all the time. It turns out that something they thought was important turned out to be fucking nothing,
Mm-hmm.
Never happens to Batman. He always
knows
exactly
what's
what
important.
clues.
Yep.
He's been doing this longer.
It's a good point. I didn't even think about that. So then in the medical facility, you find a doctor that's being harassed by a bunch of Joker's minions, and it turns out this is Dr. Young.
Mm-hmm.
And in this sequence, you just rescue Dr. Young, you don't think anything of it, and then you start rescuing a bunch of other doctors. That's kind of like what you do in the medical facility for a while. Rescue hostages, because while you do need to find Gordon, and you do need to find the Joker, this is like the most pressing thing in your face right now, so you got to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Because they're going to kill innocent people.
Yeah. So you're like right in front of you, and you can't be like, it's not important, I'm going to go pick up Gordon. Because apparently Batman's the only person that can do anything about any of this.
Yeah, because the Joker said there's bombs through all of Gotham City.
Yeah.
And he'll detonate them if anyone else comes to the island to help Batman.
That's a good point, because that explains why the cops aren't just
Yeah.
raiding the island.
Exactly.
And Batman does say that to Gordon later, when Gordon's like, I got to stay here and hang out. And they're like, no, you got to head back to the mainland and deal with these bombs, dude. Like,
you gotta go find these bombs. What are you doing?
You got shit to do. I'll take care of this entire island by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. So then...
Jesus. Damn it, Gordon.
Damn it,
fucking
Mish.
Gordon. Mish. So you head down the elevator, and as you're heading down, the Joker gasses you with that scarecrow gas.
Oh, these are my favorite parts in the game.
Yeah.
These were done so well. You start to hallucinate. And there are these crazy dream sequences where you're in Scarecrow world.
Mm-hmm.
And none of it's real. It's all supposed to be fake, but it's great. I don't want to really ruin it for anybody. The game came from 2009. It's been remastered, I think, twice. Go check it out.
Yeah, it's definitely fun.
So then, as you're going through the prison, the facility, you find Gordon dead. Yeah, the Mish is gone. The Mish has been dished a bullet in the face.
Son of a Mish.
And you try to contact Barbara. You try to contact Oracle, who's his daughter, and you can't get in touch.
No.
And so you're like, well, I got to find whoever killed him, right? Like, I can't just...
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I can't focus on saving everybody else's life. I got to figure out who killed Gordon right now. And then you start to hallucinate. You see your dead father in a body bag, your dead mother, then they disappear. This is supposed to be a big theory or a big thread in the story of Joker saying, well, what do you fear, Batman? What are you scared about? But we all know it's bats, right? Like, that was the thing
Yeah.
that scared him?
Yeah.
That he conquered his fear?
Well, and then probably his parents dying. It's probably pretty
Well, you
scary.
didn't get to see it happen, but it's not like it's going to happen again.
That would be scary if it wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, if I saw my parents die as a child, seeing them now, when as I remember them, where they'd technically be younger than me at this point, and seeing them as zombies, that'd probably be pretty scary, I think.
Yeah, I think so. A little bit.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, a little bit. I couldn't remember fucking Scarecrow's real name.
Yeah.
So I forgot I wrote this in my notes. I was like, I'll write this now, I'll fix it later. And I called him Dr. Pumpkin, which doesn't make any sense at all. It's like, fucking Dr. Pumpkin, a.k.a. the Scarecrow. And yeah, these sequences are all great. But when you leave and you get through and you blast him with a bunch of light solving the puzzle, you get back to reality. You've conquered the gas, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And you find out, this is one of my favorite parts of this game. You're walking through the hall. You see a dead body where the dead body of Gordon was, and it was like another guard.
You're like, oh, thank God it wasn't Gordon.
Yeah, he's like, oh, thank God it wasn't someone who matters. Jesus, not even close. It's another fucking dead guy, a guard who just died trying to like keep these prisoners inside, and Batman's like, oh, thank God. Anyway, moving on to more important people.
Mm-hmm.
You end up actually stumbling upon Harley Quinn and Gordon. You jump into the cage, you knock her the fuck out.
KO.
And then I guess just leave her there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You do leave her there because you see Bane attached to the ceiling with all kinds of tubes and such.
Yes.
Which is a lot of fun. And then he was actually, this is where we find the big reveal and kind of, we're starting to piece together Joker's plan a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
And you find out that Bane was in this facility being experimented on by Dr. Young.
That doesn't seem very good.
No, we don't know why yet, but we're going to figure it out because you kick his ass all over the caves and the surface, and then he's got you in a good spot. Like, you're about to die as Batman.
Yeah.
But do you guys remember how he got by Batman?
The Batmobile?
Yeah, hit him with his fucking car. And then this is the sequence where you see Gordon off to go to the mainland via a boat to go deal with those city bombs. So Gordon is completely out of the picture. The Mish is gone.
Oh.
Or is he?
I don't know.
We'll find out.
For now, he is. Let's pretend he is, because the story wants us to believe he is.
All right, cut that out.
Okay.
It's nice. It's nice at ASMR shit.
ASMR. And I'm licking a potato.
Don't do that. I will punch you from here.
I'll edit that. No, I'm keeping it. Fuck it. Maybe it'll catch on. Maybe this will be an ASMR podcast. I don't know what's going to happen.
Let's hope
Maybe we'll
not.
change formats.
Anyway.
We're a mukbang podcast first and foremost.
Just podcast.
So Batman conveniently heads to his Arkham Asylum Island Batcave, which apparently no one ever noticed he built.
Yeah, it's just a cave in the side of a hill.
He's a billionaire. He paid people off.
Yeah, probably. But then this is where we get the big story beat, and we learn that Dr. Young is working on the Titan compound, which is basically the idea to make an army of Banes that don't need all this tank business that Bane's got all over his body and a constant supply of the drug.
Yep. Classic.
And that's exactly why the Joker's here, because he wants that Titan juice.
Oh my God. How did he find out if Batman doesn't even know about
Well,
it?
Joker was paying her.
Oh.
He was paying her, or like had her hostage, or there was.
Well, I thought
she later tries to
they
say,
were transferring money from him to her, and then she stopped it, and she tried to stop doing the research.
Yeah, because she was getting too close to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
So after this, you need to go head up the main sewer junction, which is getting back to the asylum. You so easily just jumped off the side of the thing and hovered into it, and now you have to fight your way to the top through the sewer junction.
Yeah, of course.
Which I kind of get that you don't want someone like a janitor to stumble upon his bat cave, so you make it a little difficult to get to.
Mm.
I understand that, but how do you platform through all those sewer things? Like, how does someone maintain those things? I mean, it's brick, it's a man-made structure. I'm getting lost in this. So
Yeah.
the next point is to find Dr. Young.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Fight some dudes, talk some shit to the Joker, free some hostages. You rescue Cash, who's one of the guards that you're friendly with. Still looking for the doctor, and Joker tells you that Zaz is going to have a chat with her.
Not
Zaz.
The one and same. That's a saying people say. The one and same. Jesus. So you get this is another moment where you have a Scarecrow horror show flashback where you actually are walking down a long hallway and he keeps tormenting you about his parents, and you turn to a little boy, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, I was just like, all right, enough about your parents, dude. Get over it.
He never shuts up.
Like, you haven't seen some crazy shit since then.
That's a good point. You'd think by now it's like, oh, yeah, it's right. My parents did die in front of me.
Yeah. Oh, well, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, he's rich. He can afford therapy.
And they also tell you here that the bombs in Gotham are fake. They say, we opened a bomb and it was marzipan and kittens.
I completely missed that. This is where
Oh,
we
I heard
find
them
out.
say that. I didn't know that was the bombs in the town.
Yeah, and then Batman's like, I told you.
He did say earlier that they're probably fake, but it's
Yeah.
a Joker.
Yeah, it's a Joker. You never know. You gotta check it out.
Yeah, that could have also been part of the hallucination. Who the hell knows?
That's a good point. But you get to the warden's office, you rescue Dr. Young, and she says that the Joker has tons of this shit, like barrels of it. The Joker threatened her when she wanted to stop the experiment, so she actually took the formula to make it and hid it in the gardens, along with a bunch of the barrels of they refer to it as venom. I call it Bane juice or Titan juice. It's more fun for me.
Well, Venom was the original thing, and Titan's their new creation.
Yeah, but he keeps calling it Venom anyway.
So wait, is Bane infused with venom?
Yeah.
Yes. And this is a new, more potent strain.
Okay, this is coming together now. Finally, I'm starting. After like 4 playthroughs and studying for this, I'm finally getting my head around this story.
Yeah, right?
The bomb goes off right there when
Boom.
she tries to open the safe and kills Dr. Young.
Which is one of the better parts of the game so far.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
She's like she's the only person that died that anyone cared about.
And she was a bad person, kind of, really.
Right? I don't think any of the villains die.
No, none of the villains Batman beats up die.
No, I don't think they do.
No, just that inside guard and now her.
So 2 people.
Yeah, Bowles and
There could
and
be other
rando
guards
guard
that are
that's
killed
not
around.
that's
Yeah.
not Mish.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true.
So you get to now we're heading to the penitentiary. This is after you've been knocked out by the bomb. Harley Quinn takes you away. You beat up a bunch of people, and then this is a nice little sequence where Harley lets Poison Ivy out, just like for fun.
Oh, yeah.
Because you were walking by, and she's like, "My plants are dying. You have to save me." And then Batman tortures her a bit.
Mm-hmm. Real dick move, Batman.
Yeah.
It really is. You rescue the warden. You go after Harley. You easily take her out and then lock her up in a cell. And this is where she spills it that Joker's in the gardens.
No.
Yeah, even though you already knew that.
You kind of did, yeah, because that's where they're storing all the Titan.
Yeah.
You were going there anyway.
Exactly.
So it also stands to reason that he'd be there.
In this secret area.
Oh, the secret lab, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
In the botanical gardens, you find that the Joker is just there hanging out, not really hiding. So to slow you down, he injects 2 dudes with the venom, the Bane juice, the Titan.
Yes.
I remember this because it was a pain in the ass because it was like boss fighting 2 different Banes
Yeah, it sucked.
while there's a bunch of other dudes trying to attack you.
Yeah. I wrote this down here. I wanted to say, I'm not a fan when a boss just keeps spawning in little grunts when you're fighting him. Seems like a cheap way to make the boss harder, you know what I mean?
I agree. I want it to be more environmental. Like, did you see the one fight where it's like on 3 different platforms and they'll like one will electrocute at a time?
Yeah.
So like you feel it start to move and you're like, oh shit, and then everybody runs to a different platform and continues the fight.
Yeah.
That was a way to make it interesting without being just spamming more dudes at it.
Exactly.
But anyway, so Batman finds Poison Ivy.
Hold on a second. Poison Ivy. He's like, oh, I'll find Poison Ivy because I have her pheromone on file here.
Is that what he says?
Yeah.
I missed that.
Definitely wrote that down. I was like, you fucking perv.
Maybe. Oh, that's gross. Yeah, he finds Poison Ivy after he destroys the Titan making facility. So they can't make any more of this Titan stuff, at least there.
Yes.
So he only has what he has.
So now he wants...
What happened with the formula? Because did it blow up in that safe and it's gone now with Dr. Young?
I think that Dr. Young just had it in her head.
Oh, maybe.
Well, didn't they burn one of the notes? Oh, you were supposed to destroy the notes.
Oh, when you found her?
And you go through that whole one place, and don't you find the notes and then burn them?
Okay, that makes sense then. But he still has a whole lot of this formula.
Yeah.
And so what do you need? You need an antidote to the formula.
Absolutely. So he talks to Poison Ivy about making that antidote. And she's like, well, you could, but there's only one plant anywhere near us that, creates what you need to make the antidote. And of course, that's in Killer Croc's lair.
Of course it
put
is.
I just love that they made this whole underground sewer lair as a cell for Killer Croc.
Yeah.
I think that's fun.
It's like, it's so good.
You go back to the intensive treatment area, and then you find out that the Joker actually gave Ivy some Titan to use on the plants, I guess, to see what happened.
Yeah, just out of his own curiosity. He has so much of this shit.
And then the plants started mutating and going nuts.
As plants are wont to do.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen Ivy grow? That shit'll grow anywhere.
Sure does.
And then we get another Scarecrow nightmare, and this time it was the start of the game again.
Oh, yeah, this one was really cool. Like, looks like it's glitching out, and then I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I thought it glitched out and my game crashed. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then it transport you to the beginning of the game, except the Joker role and the Batman role are switched.
Yeah.
So the Joker's taking Batman into Arkham.
Yeah, that was really cool.
I thought it was super cool. And then you get in, you go through this, you go through playing as the Joker for the walkthrough, the perp walk. And then you get injected by Scarecrow's gases this time, but you're totally fine. Like, it doesn't bother you anymore.
Yeah, and Scarecrow's getting pissed. He's like, how do you do that?
Yeah, I think this was this the last Scarecrow battle?
Yeah.
Yeah, because when
Yeah.
it's over, he gets grabbed by Killer Croc.
Yeah, you throw him to Killer Croc because he wants to drop all his juices in the water
Yeah.
and make everyone go insane.
Which wasn't that the plot of Batman Begins?
Sort of.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, we're supposed to believe Scarecrow was killed, but, it's Batman. No one's ever really dead.
Yeah,
Except
true.
his parents.
Except your parents. Oh!
Take that, Batman. Shots fired.
But eventually you get all the plant samples and you lock in Killer Croc again. You get to the pumping station, which is a great name.
I was gonna say that's my bedroom.
Hey.
Nice. Actually, the level's titled The Pumping Station, but you start by going to the Batcave. Batman throws a bunch of science at a computer, and it creates the antidote. And then the plants start taking over the Batcave and basically destroying it and making it useless.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, I only made a little bit of the antidote. Like,
Enough for one.
why couldn't you get more spores while you were down in Croc's cave?" Like,
Yeah. It's a good question.
he makes 2 antidotes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So then you continue on. You get to the pump station now, and you make sure that the Titan Venom doesn't reach Gotham. So I forget exactly how you do this. Do you shut the thing down? Do you blow it up?
Yeah, I think you just shut it off.
And then Poison Ivy sends plants and hypnotize guards to slow you down because she can use plant powers to make guards do her bidding.
Pheromones.
Obviously.
And then, oh boy. So you eventually boss fight her. And I remember this part really sucked.
It was fun though.
Like she gets taken by this pod of some sort and this whole plant surrounds her. And then she starts attacking you with the plant.
Yeah, and you got to knock the plant down and then explosive gel the thing.
Yeah.
That's right. And I remember this being a pain in the ass when I played it on the hard difficulty.
Oh, yeah, because she keeps spawning little fucking grunts. Telling you.
There it is again.
Be a man. Stop spawning in grunts.
Seriously. Would have been easy as hell, though. Otherwise.
After the boss fight, you finally get to the Joker. Finally. And then before you fight him, he throws 1 billion of his minions at you.
Yeah, he does.
And then after you defeat all those minions, he's like, oh, by the way, I got Mish. And then he goes to shoot the Bane juice via a dart gun at the Mish.
No.
But Batman dives in front of it, taking that
Sack move.
Oh, sack move Batman. Bat sack.
He starts to like change and be different, but you know, he's just so fucking tough that it doesn't happen right away.
That kind of annoyed me, that part.
Yes. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
did he give himself a vaccine before
He's strong
this?
enough to make his body fight the venom.
Yeah.
But did he then hit him? He hit himself with the antidote.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
because the Joker's like, you can just hit me with that antidote, or you can transform and be like me and have a fucking crazy fight.
And then he ends up hitting himself with the antidote, and Joker's like, you loser.
Yeah, you piece of shit.
And then now you're dealing with Bane Joker, who has a dope mohawk.
Dude, that Joker is badass. If fucking McFarlane Toys made that Joker, I might buy it.
They had to. It probably did.
Probably. It looks like something to make.
And then you punch him a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
And then the Venom eventually, you know, after you fight him, you send him into the ground, and we're supposed to believe he's dead, right? Like, we're supposed to...
No,
I think he
no,
does.
he's just knocked out.
He's just knocked out, yeah.
Because he shows up at the end.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you knock him out, and then the Venom wears off. So
Yeah.
it wears off on him and all the inmates.
All of a sudden.
Yeah, and everyone's just back to normal with no permanent damage.
God damn it,
You,
Batman.
you send him back into jail. All the super criminals get rounded up, put back into custody. Mish is alive, and then that's it. All we get is a last-minute stinger.
What is that?
I believe it was Bane, right?
Yeah, it looked like Bane.
Bane reaches out and grabs the Titan Venom juice box.
That's just floating in the water.
Juice box.
It was supposed to. It was like a one of those hard case boxes that people use to transport things, and
Oh, okay.
had the radioactive symbol on it. So I called it the juice box.
I didn't even
'cause there's
see
probably
that.
Bane juice in it.
It was a post-credit scene.
Oh. Yeah, because before the credits, you're just standing there, everyone's back to normal. And there's like the police radio you hear. Two-Face's taking down some cops.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even hear that part.
Yeah, that was right before they grabs the juice box.
Damn.
That's it. That's the game. We did it,
Nailed
and
it.
I think we're better people.
Always.
Probably.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and jump right into final thoughts. We'll get this show on the road, and we'll start with you, Dr. Scientist, because that feels fun.
And he's a big comic book kind of guy. Usually Marvel, but let's see what he thinks.
Yeah, I mean, let's have an idea, Dr. Scientist. I think I have 3 questions for you.
Think?
Hmm?
I think so. Did this trip down memory lane watching this video make you want to throw this in. Did the story really work for you? Or did it commit way too many sins? What score you'd think you'd plop down and give this game's bin? God damn it, I always
You always fuck up the last one, man.
I know,
I thought you were
really
going to take
good
it home
momentum.
today. I really did.
I thought it was gonna be like, what score between 1 and 27 do you find in? I don't know.
I was trying so hard not to rhyme in with in, and I just fucked it up.
You went in, sin, and then bin.
I know. I
Just answer the question.
Would I play it? I might play it again if I didn't have 45 other games on my PlayStation right now sitting waiting to play.
Plus, you never played the remaster, did you?
No. I played I played it when it first came out. I played
Was this a
City?
3?
Was City the second one?
yeah.
And I played part of the third one, and I didn't like the way the third one was going, so I didn't finish it.
Was this a PS3?
2009?
Yeah, PS3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it would have been, yeah.
Did the story work for me? I think it's definitely a good comic story. It was the best comic game they've had in a long time, maybe ever.
Mm-hmm.
I like how it was kind of, well, since you're on the asylum, all the characters could be there. It wasn't kind of, hey, they're all together.
Yeah, fair.
Everything seemed kind of somewhat believable, except for the huge amount of underground labs and whatnot. And I guess this whole thing was for Joker to release his Titan formula on his minions and start an army. That's what this whole thing was about, right?
I thought so, but
think
then why is
so.
he dumping it in the water?
Yeah, and if he already has it, why didn't he just take it?
Did he dump it in the water?
No.
Or did it just get thrown in the water?
It got thrown in the water, I think.
I thought
But, like, he could have just had it and left. I don't understand the point of...
he wanted to kill Batman. He always wants to kill
Yeah.
Batman.
Or was he trying to infect Batman? Was that the whole point?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense because he could have killed Batman at least 3 times
Yeah.
in this game.
Yeah. that can't be the reason. Because there was twice where he was knocked down and he was taken by Harley Quinn somewhere.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
something like that. But, I mean, it was still a good, decent story. I didn't like the final boss fight, as cool as Joker looked. I thought it was kind of...
Did he spawn in grunts?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he did.
I think so too.
No, but it was kind of like not Joker. I don't know. Like you fought the other guys and they were like, each battle was kind of unique to them on how they were. But Joker was just a big grunt.
Yeah, yeah.
And
He was
it
a
was
grunt
kind
with different, longer nails.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
kind of, so that kind of took a little bit away, but it's still a good story. I liked it. It very well may be the best game Poppascotch has ever picked and will ever pick.
Might be.
I don't have enough evidence to refute that.
You might have picked BioShock, but I don't know.
True.
But
I did.
that was at least 2
I like
years
Dead
ago.
Space too. Dead Space was good.
Did he pick Dead Space?
Let's say he did.
All right.
I didn't. I did pick BioShock, but you, Chump Slap, you picked Dead Space.
Okay.
But what score out of 27 stars would I give this? Now, that's an interesting question.
Yeah, it sure is.
Trying to rank it in the games I have here. Let's give it a nice prime 17 stars.
17. Holy
Wow.
shit, guys.
It was, I mean, the story's good. It was a good comic story. I liked it, enjoyed it.
The comic thing got him. Good job,
Yeah.
Scotchy.
I mean, if
Yeah.
if it wasn't somebody you knew that had all these villains, it probably would have been a worse story. But since you kind of know the character already, it's already...
Yeah. All right. Yeah, fair.
So I'll give it that. 17 stars.
Nice.
All right. Well, then we'll go ahead and head over to you, sir, Chump Slap.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Syintist, do you have any questions for him?
Would you play this game
Again.
again? Did the story work for you again? And how many scores out of 27
Again.
the first time?
All right.
Perfect.
Not bad.
Perfect.
Nailed it.
I thought so.
Would I play it again? I wanted to until I watched the video, and then I'm like, why? Why would I play it
Fair
again?
enough. Fair enough.
But you could do all the Riddler challenges again.
Yeah, but I already did that. So, I mean, yeah. Would I have before I watched the video? Yes. But now I'm like, who gives a shit? Maybe I'd play a newer one because I think there's like 3 or 4 sequels,
It
right?
slowly got worse.
Yeah, City was in 2011, and then There was Arkham Origins, which I somehow missed or skipped in 2013.
That one I think I played and then stopped playing.
Is that the one you were like, guys, enough?
Yeah.
Well, the one that people had problems with was the one that Arkham Knight that came out in 2015 that had the tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
never
That
even
one I
played
didn't
that
like as
one.
much, but it was still fun.
all right. Well, anyway, I won't play it again. I got enough other stuff to try. Did the story work for me? Now, let's say the story, I dug it, but like Syintist said, if this was just some random dude, just a random story for some nobody who, well, not nobody, but previously unknown, who had to do all this stuff, you'd be like, "That, come on."
Yeah.
But it's Batman, so
You can get away with a lot.
yeah, you kind of just look past all of it.
You really do.
And I do like how they had, it made sense that there were all these supervillains in the same area. All the story kind of worked. How Joker was, you know how Joker does. He does these fucking crazy things. I don't know how Harley Quinn's not dead. She gets like knocked out 3 times, as many times as Batman gets knocked out in this game.
Yeah, like there's long-term CTE issues going on.
Yeah.
With most people in this universe.
Exactly. And I also didn't like how at the end, it's like, oh, it's all wrapped up in a nice little package. Everyone's back to normal. Did you know the Titan wears off?
And once you beat Joker, everything's all right. Okay.
What the fuck did he need a goddamn
Antidote for
antidote? Yeah. If it just wears off and you just have to
I
chill
didn't
out for a
even
minute.
fucking think about that. It's a good point. Very good point.
And if he can fight it by pure will, that annoyed me too.
All right, take a star.
I mean, at least for a little bit, right?
Yeah, take a little points off that. So, that being said, I did enjoy it. The character renders of the Joker, Harley, Croc, Scarecrow, I really did like how they all looked. It was really good art for these people. And all in all, I give it a nice, even middle of the road out of 27. 14.
14. Okay.
Yeah, because it's a damn good story there, Scotchy. Never thought I'd say that.
I have given you no reason to. Why would you?
I don't know. But since you're the man of the hour, I got a couple questions for you, bro.
Ooh, I'd like to hear him. What do you got?
Would you boot up your PS3 to play this wonderful game? Did the story work for you as it did for me the same?
Yep, of course.
And what kind of score out of 27 stars will this game tame? No, it didn't
Okay.
work. That didn't work either. Sorry.
It's all right.
We just
we've
got to
seen this
get
screwed up
one
every
bit
week.
here and then just play it 3 times.
No.
Did this video make me want to play the game? It kind of did. I missed this game. I loved this game when it came out. I had a lot of fun in Arkham City. I was real hyped for Arkham City, and I thought that game was great because they opened up the map a bit, and you could fly around and shit.
Yeah.
But we're talking about Arkham Asylum. I liked how it took place in basically one location, different buildings on the island, but one location, one big massive event that happened, and you're dealing with the things as they come along. Like, you couldn't go after the Joker or you couldn't save Gordon because you had these doctors right here that you had to deal with. It made sense. The story progression made sense.
Yeah.
And the things that didn't, like the crazy hallucination world, they fitted in a great way, and it totally makes sense that the Scarecrow was in that asylum.
Mm-hmm.
So really, my whole point that I'm getting to in all this is this is also the second question: did the story work for me? Everything made sense. Everything worked together. All the gadgets were amazing and fun to use.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily the story, but the story always justifies why Batman has all this shit.
I just don't know why he didn't start with all the gadgets.
I mean, I could see you not starting with all of them because you were just dropping off the Joker. But like the second you hit your car, like he's
Yeah.
got to have all of them in his
Yeah,
car.
exactly.
I'll just need the explosive gel from here on out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need all like because you didn't even get the point to point like zip line thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You got that last.
You don't get that till you get into like the sewer and you need to like go around Killer Croc.
Mm-hmm.
But that's fucking great. That whole thing, the gadgets just changed the dynamic of the game. Zipline one, you had the grappling hook to get up to bigger areas. You had the explosive gel. Everything worked, and it made sense that Batman had it. I'll stop blabbering on again, but what score would I give it? I mean, it's getting high because I really enjoyed it. Everything worked. You're absolutely right. Why would we need an antidote when it's just going to wear off? I guess you could argue that he ended up using it on himself so he could fight the Joker, but then, we got to get back to, well, did you just go through all this to make one antidote in case you might have had to use it?
He did use it on Ivy, too.
Yeah.
To stop
That's
her
true,
from taking
to kill the
over.
plants and shit.
Yeah.
Still, I mean, you're right. That's a little thin on that part. But I guess they had to have a reason to just reset everything.
Yeah,
it's a comic book.
exactly.
So with my score, I am forgiving the slight silliness because that's how comic books are, to reset things.
True.
So I'm going to go higher than both you guys. I'm giving it a 20.
Whoa!
Because I don't know if there are many stories I like more than this.
That's
I know.
fair.
I
That's
thought
fair.
the same thing, but I was like, yeah.
Well, when I looked at my list, I was looking at all the stories I liked more and then put it after them.
I mean, I'm just looking through all the games I've only had 2 other games I put in the 20s. 3?
Yeah.
Maybe 4. But 4 out of 150?
You're right. I probably shouldn't. No, I don't think you can get a 20. You have to really wow me.
All right, fair enough. Well, that's why this system works, because we all have our own, system of grading things.
Yep.
This one hit for me, didn't hit for you as much.
So
that's okay.
That's true, because it was comic booky. And
51?
yeah, 51. Holy jeez.
That's got to be top 5er.
That's probably top 1 of the year.
I don't want to go through
Yeah.
what it's near or what company it keeps, because that's going to ruin our overall review.
Yeah.
So, guys, look for that in the next 2 or 3 weeks. Guys and gals, people, humans. No animals are allowed to listen to this.
No.
So if you hear an animal, if you see an animal, don't.
I got one
Don't let
thing
it
to say to you.
But is it top 5?
And who's a good boy?
Perfect. So, yeah, it was top 5. It's gonna come up. So then, that's all we had to say about this game. Unless you guys have something else you want to add.
No, it's a good pick.
No, I'm good.
Good pick.
I just wish they would have stayed as good as this one was.
Yeah.
Oh, I just want to bask in you guys saying "good pick," because that I don't hear that a lot.
You should cut it out and make
It's
it
going to
your
be the
ringtone.
intro next season.
Because it's gonna be good pick, Poppascotch. Good choice, Poppascotch. Good job, Poppascotch. That's all the intro is gonna
Keep
be.
it
All the
spooky.
quotes.
That'd be great.
So then let's go ahead and move into our favorite segment of every week, which is Dr. Syintist Classic Wrestling Finisher Lock of the Week.
What?
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh my God, it's Raw. From the top rope.
That's the lock. I was doing the lock. Anyway,
Nice.
every week we ask Dr. Syintist for a 100% guaranteed amazing wrestling finisher, and he has never let us down since, and he doesn't even have the capability to do so. So this week, Dr. Syintist,
I wish I did.
He tries.
what do you got for us?
Well, we got another move you should use in a street fight, as
Nice.
always. The finishing move of WWE, I guess, legend, Brock Lesnar. The
Oh.
F5.
Brock.
Ooh,
F5.
F5?
It's a tornado.
No,
I'm
it's
going to look it up.
whatever the computer button does. It here, as described in the Pro Wrestling Wiki, it is executed by lifting an opponent up in a fireman's carry, which we should all know by now.
By now, come on,
By
guys.
now, yeah.
You know what a fireman's
Absolutely.
carry is.
And then
Get
throwing
the fuck out of here if you don't know what a fireman's carry is by now.
Unless you're new,
yeah.
then listen to more.
Then throwing out the opponent's legs in front of him and spinning while simultaneously falling backwards, causing the opponent to land on their face and upper body.
Ouch.
I'm sure
This
Papa
looks
Scotch
fun.
will. Yeah, it does look fun.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now, and oh yeah, it does look pretty rough. He picks up a guy, spins him around a little, throws him off his shoulder. Ooh, ow.
Throws
All
him
right.
around
Yeah,
like
this
a
would be fun.
fucking rag doll
Yeah.
on fire.
I think this is one of those moves where if some other person, maybe, they're not as attainable to being given the F5, they might writhe around a little, and you could probably injure yourself pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is probably the one you could do. Well, I don't want to say easiest, but
It's not easy.
it's one of the more realistic ones.
Yeah, next to a DDT. What else you could have do in a fight, huh?
But anyway,
That's true.
it's the F5 is this week's wrestling finisher.
All right.
The F5. Go to YouTube, like and subscribe there. It really helps us out. And you can link to a compilation of a bunch of F5s. You'll see what we're talking about.
Cool.
Go over there. I fucking dare you. So that brings us to our favorite
Cowards.
segment of every week, Chump Slaps. Would you rather?
What? Are you kidding me?
How?
Every week, yes, Chump Slap. A would you rather question. This week we're doing 2 because it's fun. Sir Chump Slap. I got some bangers for you.
Bring
And
them.
I'm gonna start with the one that should be for Dr. Syintist, and I will need him to weigh in.
Oh, of course.
I like this.
Sir Chump Slap.
Mhm.
Would you rather never have to worry about money, not be rich, but never have to worry about money?
I don't worry about anything.
Like not working anymore?
Now you'd still be working, but like
Weak.
you don't have to worry if you like break your leg and have to pay a hospital bill or
I
something.
mean, I don't have to worry about that now.
Yeah, I live in Canada?
Jesus Christ, you guys missed it.
All right, go on.
Never have to worry about money, or live in a world where Pokemon are real.
Oh, come on. You know my first wish when I find that genie.
I know. Well, scientists would want the Pokemon, but I'd rather never have to worry about
I would
money.
love to see that Pokemon accidentally killing people stories.
I'd rather never have to work, but I guess worrying about money is something people do.
I guess so. So is that your answer? Not worried about money?
Well,
Or
actually,
do you want Pokemon to be real?
if I don't really... No, I don't want Pokemon to be real. That's just weird.
Could you imagine all the people hitting Snorlaxes with their cars and shit?
Yeah, exactly. Or I just like get set on fire.
Yeah, because some of those
Pokemon.
Pokemon are fucking...
How many balls do you need to catch one?
2!
Hey!
Nice.
Hi-oh!
All right, he's working blue.
It just seems like a little bit of a hassle. Like, what if you're trying to go to, I don't know, Chipotle, and you're waiting in line, a fight breaks out, and then the place starts on fire, and now you can't eat Chipotle?
Well, obviously, there'd be designated areas to fight Pokemon.
What if you have like a weird stalker?
I mean, you don't go into Chipotle now and come up with big deer and stuff all over the place.
You're just walking down the street, some guy's like chucks a fucking Pokeball at you.
Fight
And
my
then-
Scyther.
Yeah. Then you have to fight something? No, thank you.
It's like, dude, I'm just trying to get to the fucking post office. I am not looking for 3 fights.
Yeah, someone's throwing a fight at you, and then you're like, fuck, I didn't even bring any Pokeballs.
And you looked them in the eye, so you got to fight.
I guess.
That's the rules.
Or like fucking
But yeah, of
cats.
course, I would have Pokemon be real.
Yeah, because you're just a weirdo. Well, I'm sure a lot of people would like to have Pokemon real, but
Actually, if I had a wish, I'd make it that I could sell Pokemon. And that was the only way you could get Pokemon.
the only, yeah. Oh, fuck, that's a great.
But it wasn't a wish. The
Then
question
you-
wasn't about a wish.
Then you wouldn't have to worry about money either, so you'd get both best of
that
both
wasn't the
worlds.
question. That wasn't the question.
No, but I get your theoretical thing. But anyway, so that's your answer.
Yeah.
Not worry about money.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
But you'd still have to work.
Would I have to work as much?
We got a second one for you. It's a little bit more conceptual.
Ooh, my favorite kind of sexual.
Sir Chump Slap.
Yeah.
Would you rather eat a pine cone or shit a pine cone?
You really like these things coming out of my ass questions.
Yeah, I thought this was a fun one.
Well, I can tell you neither of them sounds fun. It depends on how the pine cone comes
I'll tell
out.
you right now, I'd rather eat a pine cone.
But is the pine cone coming out with like the
Sharp side first.
yeah, or the fluid side where it kind of will just flow?
You're gambling, son. With this answer. One thing I can guarantee is it's a full-on pine cone. It's not digested or broken down or.
You didn't say I
Anything
couldn't
like
put
that.
peanut butter on it while I ate it.
No,
so,
he didn't.
Yeah, fuck it. I'd rather eat it.
I would love to watch you eat a pine cone.
I don't want to.
Oh, I'm gonna look right now if there's a YouTube video of
Yeah,
somebody
check
eating a
out
pine
if they're
cone.
poisonous. I might eat one, guys.
Isn't it more like tree bark? Wouldn't that be kind of the same consistency?
It's just a seed. It's kind of like
Well, it's just a seed casing, isn't it?
there is a couple videos on how to eat a pine cone.
Boo.
Of course there are.
But there also is the clip from Family Guy where Lois's dad makes Peter eat a pine cone.
Really? Oh, wow. Yeah, I'd rather eat one. Fuck. No. Stop with this stuff coming out of my butt.
I guess like pine cones when they're on the tree aren't as hard, so it might not. Are you eating it like raw or?
how early in its development can I eat it?
Really,
This
you're gonna
isn't
eat it anyway.
fucking 20 questions. This is one question. It's would you rather.
Fair enough. There it is. I'll eat a pine cone.
All right, you heard him. He's gonna eat the fucking pie. So let's say someone had a whole game plan, a whole bunch of tips, a whole bunch of theories, a whole bunch of ideas, a whole bunch of helpful information on how to eat a pine cone, and they wanted to send it to us via email. How would they do that, Sir Chump Slap?
Plottytime@gmail.com. I'll read, respond, and maybe even eat a pine cone for you.
Maybe
That video will be up on YouTube. Go over to that channel.
Check it out.
And if you had some stuff on Instagram or Twitter, specifically just those two and whatever else Dr. Syintist comes up with, and you wanted to show us videos of people eating pine cones, how would they do that on the socials, Dr. Syintist?
At Plottytime on Instagram, Twitter, and Medium, the social media app where good ideas find you.
Whoa.
Good ideas like eating a pine cone.
Best idea.
You can go to YouTube, like and subscribe there. Really helps us out. Go to plottytime.com, buy shit.
Is it on Reddit?
Go
Yeah.
to the subreddit.
Yeah. Join it.
Yeah, we're also going to be doing a poll for the bits next year because we don't want to do Would You Rathers anymore or wrestling finishers. So if you guys got some ideas, we'd love to hear them.
Yes.
I
we
can't
will.
guarantee we'll take any of them, but
No, but we'll definitely read them.
We will read and listen. That's for damn sure. That does it for us. So get out there, play some video games, don't trust Dr. Syintist, and we'll talk to you next time.
Peace.
Spore.